It's the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Memphis Grizzlies here at home. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers. And boy, can they stave off the sweep here if they can find a way to pull a win off. Dropping another one would really hit the confidence level.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Flash in at point guard. Anthony Davis is out there at court. And it's Ford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stevenson can't hit. Grizzlies on defense. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And no one expected them to win that game per se, but no excuse for the way that one ended up.
You know, it perhaps could serve as a rallying point for him, Greg. I mean, sometimes after a big loss like that, it can be a catalyst or a wake-up call for the locker room.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three-pointer by Freak. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Passes it to Davis. Higgins grabs the board. Memphis with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Knocked away. And here we go. Here's Flash. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Pass to Higgins. Steal. He's guarded by Davis. And he gets it to go.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Daly is guarded by Stevenson. Ford, no luck.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And so here's Memphis, trailing by 5. The dish to Stevenson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Porter pulls it in. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach for a moment. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Daly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his team to score.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Higgins. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 3. The shot no good.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
The pass to Steele. Here's the screen. Harmon buries the long-range jumper.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here is Davis. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Flash. He dishes it to Porter. Feeds it to Davis. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Serve is guarded by Davis. Here's steal. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Both teams will make substitutions. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Freak number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
And he gets the bucket. Stevenson's got his first bucket in this one.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
That's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Higgins. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Cantor. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And they're on the break. Here's Porter, and the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. Porter's got his second bucket tonight. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Flash. He has 5. Porter dishes to Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 7 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Banks. Stevenson, a screen on Porter. Cuts off the pass. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good. Porter. So both teams making some changes here. LA's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. We've got Higgins. And it's Banks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Vaughn. Shot clock at 6. Here's Daly. That one's good from the corner. He has 5.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Higgins passes to Banks. Pass to Hoffman to end the drought. And it's Ford with the rebound. Ford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Hoffman. Off target from the baseline.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And for Memphis, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one.
Timeout. Start it.
You're nothing, Grizz. Get out.
All right, Memphis, you got your Grizz girls on the court. Nice round of applause. Checking in for Grizzlies. Harmon.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Higgins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs made a big difference. He ended with 31 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Six on the shot clock. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Steele. He drains the turnaround jump shot.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Clippers leading by 21. Flash passes to Vaughn. Here's Flash. High arcing shot. The second chance effort. Misses the baby hook.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Banks passes to Higgins. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Here's Daly. From three-point land. 10 points for him.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
There's the pass to Steele. To the right side. It's Banks with the drive. There's a killer two-handed slam.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Higgins after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Harmon. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Carney's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers leading by 22. Here's Flash. He's coming off a 31-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
The Clippers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Both free throws good from Flash. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And it's blocked. And stolen by Banks. Pass to Higgins. There's the 3. And that one's good. Higgins has got a pair of triples in the second now for Memphis.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Now Banks following the three-point attempt by Freak. Back to Banks. Here's Higgins. 6 points for him. And that one's good. Higgins has got 8.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that. Now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Clippers ahead, running away with it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
I don't really think I'm...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 13 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Flash, he's in at point guard. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Ford in at the center position. Flash can't hit. And Memphis the other way now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Now, here's Porter. Now the feed to Ford. Kicks to Porter. He tries for 3. No good. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting 40% from the field. Launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Porter's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Flash passes to Porter. Offensive rebound.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Now, here's Stevenson. Not a lot of room. Five to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line for
It's going to be on Freak. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Stevenson drops them both. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Flash. He's guarded by Stevenson. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Flash. From deep. Here's Ford. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Poke loose. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Here's Higgins. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson. Got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. All right, a chance to take a look at the numbers for Stevenson. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 17 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Serve is guarded by Davis. Back to Stevenson. To the left wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Flash.
Move the
7
ball.
points in the game.
Stick it too much.
From deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Stevenson. Goes up from the top of the key. Another shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Davis kicks to Porter. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And it's 13 points for Otto Porter Jr. The Grizzlies trail by 13. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Higgins. 12 points for him. Harmon guarded by Porter. In the corner, it's Stevenson. 5 on the clock. Stevenson missing again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Stolen by Stevenson. Steele. He's guarded by Davis. 20 feet out. Passes it to Steele. Here's Harmon. And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. Dishes it to 4. Now the pass to Flash. Here's Daly. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
They are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
We got to be more physical on defense.
They are getting to the middle of the floor.
This group has
way
been on
too
fire.
easy.
Here are the field goal percentage leaders for the season's second half. Fifth on the list, Freak.
You know, sometimes getting on the All-Star team gives you a boost in confidence, and sometimes if you don't make it, it can refocus you and stir you up a little bit. This guy's been razor sharp since the All-Star break and is playing like a guy who wants to win.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's got 13. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Stevenson's got 15.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
And there's the 3-second violation. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
On defense, the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. The 10-footer. And that one goes long.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little...
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Shot from the wing. Adrian can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Steve, it's deflected. Finish off the break. Adrian's got 8 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And so here's Memphis. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to Hoffman. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the basket by Stevenson.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Davis sets a screen. To the paint. Knocks it loose. 1:57 left to play in the third. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The dish now to Schroeder. Pass to Flash. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Takes it off the glass. Davis has got 15 points. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Now here's Stevenson. He's guarded by Schroeder. Stevenson dishes to Cantor. Over to the wing. Stevenson outside. Back to Banks. Rebounded by Flash.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Stevenson. He's got 19. Passes it to Hoffman. Here's Portis. He's guarded by Schroeder. Stevenson drives in. Cantor. That ball. High speed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
You got it. Let's get the ball
Inside. Here's Davis. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Grizzlies have shot 6 of 7. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. The Grizzlies trail by 19. They get a hand on it. He's all alone. And for Los Angeles, just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's Higgins, guarded by Porter. Here's Daly. They grab their own miss.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. So it's the Clippers now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's the break. Here's Harmon. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
And the shot is good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Banks passes to Steele. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Back to Banks. 18 feet out. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2.
So we can't get either to fall. The Grizzlies trail by 19. And the pass to Higgins. Uncovered. Nice jump shot. Good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Banks. Timeout for the Clippers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. It's blocked. Second shot opportunity. 4. That's good. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Higgins. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Here's Harmon. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's Flash. Porter in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 5 on the clock. 14 feet away. That's good.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Pass to Steele. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Davis is checked in. Clippers leading by 19 points.
Get the ball inside.
Down low. Got a piece of it. To the wing on the left. Here's Higgins. From deep. No luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Stevenson outside. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Stevenson's got 21 in the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Pass to Higgins. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
To the middle. Magnificent rejection. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. There's the steal. Passes it to Steele. From the baseline. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. The assist here tonight.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Here's Ford. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He hits the second from the line. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Higgins passes to Stevenson. Here's Harmon. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Flash passes to Davis. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Both shots good from the stripe.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 16. Here's Harmon. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on it.
The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And he gets the bucket. Stevenson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that steal paid instant dividend.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
The pass to Flash. To the inside. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Steele. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Davis. He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And he makes both free throws. Here's Flash. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Five on the clock. Here's Daly, and it's blocked. And now Stevenson running the floor all by himself.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
46 seconds left in the game. Here's Daly. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Wands checked in. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Hoffman. That's good on the jump shot.
You got it. Let's get the ball
Here's
inside.
Flash. And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Adams. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm getting it. I hope so, because I feel like it helped the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though. Gotta give those dudes a shout out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that #2 combo. What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
His play at the point was a major factor in this win. Their ball movement was terrific, and that all stemmed from him. His brilliant passing was contagious. He had 17 assists. Yes, count them, 17. you can see why they want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.